Welcome back again to the channel. Today we are going to learn how to make a female pant or trouser, as some people may call it, with zipper fly. So if you are struggling to make such trouser before now, this video is actually for you. Don't skip any part, watch the video to the end, and at the end of the video you should be able to make one for yourself without any stress, because I'm going to make sure to explain it in such a way that you understand it. So before we continue, give this video a thumbs up and share it so that others can benefit from the video as well. Thank you so much. And if you are new here, I'm Chisom Ene. Subscribe to join the family and turn the notification bell on for more videos. Before we continue, I want to wish every one of us a happy new year. 2024 is going to be better than 2023. Whatever you lay your hands upon to do this year, the Lord will surely bless you in Jesus' name. Without wasting much time, let's get started. So guys, welcome back again. Like I said, we are making a pencil trouser with a zipper fly. This video is actually going to be a beginner friendly kind of video. We have different methods of making a pencil trouser. I have one already in the channel. You may want to check that video out. And I'm going to show you a simple, very simple method of making a basic trouser, which is pencil trouser, especially for beginners. So guys, this is the material I'll use for the trouser. But I'm going to be drafting with this paper so that it will be clear. So I have my lines here. This is my starting line, both this side and this side as well. Before we continue, the basic measurement for this trouser is your waist measurement, the hip measurement, the thigh measurement, knee and ankle measurement. These are the basic circumference measurements you need for this trouser. The same thing goes to the vertical measurement. You place your tape to the waist and then you take from waist to the hip measurement, the distance between each other. From the waist to the hip, you take the distance. Do you understand? That will be your vertical measurement. Then from the waist to the crotch depth, which is the hip measurement, hip circumference measurement divided by 4. It will give you the crotch depth. Or if you want to take the distance, you sit on a hard surface and then place your tape at the waist and then touch it to whatever you are sitting on. That will be the reading for the crotch depth. I hope you understand. You also measure from the waist to the knee, the distance from the waist to the knee, and then the distance from the waist to the length of the trouser, which is the ankle. And that will be the trouser length. Do you understand? These are the basic measurements you need for this tutorial, for this trouser. Having said that, I'm going to now add my vertical measurement. The trouser is going to have band, so I'll take away 1.5 inches as the height of my band before I add my vertical measurement. You understand? So from waist minus 1.5, from waist to the hip, for me is 8 inches. Always take your measurement. Always take your measurement. The same way I explain it. From my waist to my hip line is 8 inches. From the waist to the crotch depth, for me is 10.75. I divided my hip measurement by 4. My hip is 43 divided by 4, 10.75. That is how I got my crotch depth line. So guys, having gotten the crotch depth line, from the waist to the knee length for me is 20 inches. Then I mark. And then from the waist to the length, of the trouser for me is 39 inches. 39 inches. Because of this paper, the length of the paper, I'm not going to add any allowance. I'll be doing that while cutting on the fabric. So I just added my actual trouser length, no allowance, no hemming allowance yet. So I'm going to rule out my lines. sewing. So having done that, the next step is to add my hip measurement on the waistline, the hip line, and the crotch depth for us to get the crotch line. Do you understand? That line you see in the front of the trouser, both front and back, it's called the crotch line. So we are going to add it now. My hip measurement, like I said, 43 divided by 4 will give us 10.75. I'm going to add it to the waistline here, and I'll add ½ inch for allowance there. So altogether what I have here is 11.25. So I'll do the same thing here. 10.75 I'll mark plus ½ inch, and on the crotch depth line 10.75 plus ½ inch. So I'm going to connect the 3 points to get a straight line, and this line represents my crotch line. Do you understand? The next step is to draw out my crotch curve here, just the same way you add your armhole curve. To do that, I'm going to come to this crotch depth line and add my thigh measurement. So you know, in trouser you divide the waist measurement by 4, the hip measurement by 4, but the leg, the trouser leg, you always divide by 2. So my thigh measurement is 26 inches divided by 2. So I'm going to come here and measure 13 inches. That is 26 divided by 2, 13. And I'm going to add it here. I'll equally add ½ inch here for allowance. And I'll take the line to that point. So I'm going to draw my curve from this point to this hip, to the hip line. From here to the hip line. Make sure the curve is not too deep. If you do that, you have problem with your trouser. It won't relax very well. So if you don't have any curve ruler, you can come here and measure 1 inch or 1.25, and then you draw your curve to the hip line. But I'm going to make use of this curved ruler to do that. Make sure the curve is not too deep. Very, very important. So I'll connect like this. So this is my crotch curve. Can you see? Almost the same thing with the armhole curve. So having done that, the next step is for us to add this remaining circumference measurement. We've added the thigh circumference measurement to get this. On the knee line, we are going to add the knee round circumference measurement. I hope it's clear. And on the ankle line, we are going to add the ankle circumference measurement. Do you get? So for us to do that, I'm going to take this midpoint of this line from here to here. We need a center line here to serve as a guide so that we can get the trouser leg in a proper shape. So instead of coming here to add my knee round measurement and then I'll mark like this, no, we are not going to be doing that. We are going to get a center line here, and the center line will serve as a guide for us to get a perfect leg of the trouser. Do you understand? So for us to do that, I'm going to measure what I have here, 13.5, and get the center. 13.5 divided by 2 will give us 6.75, which is here, 6.75. And I'll come to the knee line and measure the same 6.75. I'll do that all through down. On this center line, I'm going to share the measurement. So I'll be adding my knee circumference measurement now. So my knee round measurement is 18 inches. Now I'll divide 18 by 2 to get 9. So instead of coming here to measure 9 inches, and that will be here, I'm going to share it on this center line to help us get a perfect leg of trouser. 9 divided by 2 give us 4.5 inches. So from this center line towards this side will be 4.5, and from the center line towards this side will be 4.5. Altogether 9 inches. So I will mark 4.5 here and 4.5 here. So from here to here will be 9 inches, which is my knee circumference measurement divided by 2. So I'll do the same thing on the ankle. My ankle measurement for pencil trouser, you can make use of 13 inches and 14 inches, depending on how big the person is. So for me, I'll be making use of 14 inches. So 14 inches divided by 2 now will give me 7. 7 divided by 2 will give us 3.5. So I'm going to come to the center line. From here to here will be 3.5. From here to here will be 3.5. Altogether 7 inches. Then I mark. This is 7 inches. So guys, I'm going to connect the points. Towards this side, I'm going to connect with my hip curve. I'll place this like this. I'll connect from the crotch depth to the knee measurement like this. And I'll connect like this. So this is the shape of the trouser now. As you can see, very nice because of the center line. So that is just that. So having done that, the next step is to add my waist measurement now. For me to add my waist measurement, I'm not going to measure from here to here. I won't be measuring like this. Do you get? I won't measure like this. Instead, I'm going to measure like this. Okay? So I'm going to add my waist measurement from this point. So here I will add my waist measurement, which is 36 divided by 4, 9 inches. This is my waist measurement here. And I'm going to add 1 inch for that. Front dart is optional. If you want, you add front dart. If you don't want, you skip it, but you must add it at the back. So having done that, I'm going to connect back to the hip line. I hope you are following. Go ahead and give the video a thumbs up before you forget, if you have not done that already. So the next thing we are going to do now is to slope here. This is optional too. If you want, you can slope here by 1 inch. It should not be more than 1 inch or half inch. Okay? So I'm going to slope by half inch. I wouldn't want it down because of my tummy, you know. So I'll slope by half inch and I'll connect it back to this point. But I'm not going to cut it now. I'll cut it after drafting the back side of the trouser. So this is what I have. This is now my waist line. Okay? Like I said, the sloping is optional. If you don't want, just maintain what you have here. We're going to add our front pocket. So for the pocket, I'm going to come here and measure 2 inches for the pocket opening and mark. Okay? And I will use my hip line as the length of the pocket. You know, from here to here is 6.5 inches. So I'll use my hip line for the pocket opening. So I'm going to draw my curve. The pocket for female trouser is always in a curvy shape. So this is my pocket opening. I'm going to add allowance. So if I want to cut, I'll cut on this line, not this one. So that is it. So guys, I'm going to cut it now. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. I'll cut it now and then we'll use it to cut the back side. It's as simple as that. guys, I'm going to use this piece of paper to draft the back side. I'll place the front to this piece of paper, and it's going to be equal here. I'll make it equal here, and then I'll leave a space. I'll leave a space here because we are going to need it. So this is what I have. So I haven't done that. Now what I'm going to do now is to add some basic allowances in order to accommodate the butt at the back side. On this crotch line, I'm going to add some allowance so that the trouser will not look sagging when you put it on. It will cover the butt very well. So I'll add allowance here. I'll add allowance here because of the butt and the laps. And yeah, that is the basic thing I'll be doing to the back side. Okay, so I'm going to, for the allowance here, I'm going to measure what I have from here to here and place it here. So here I have 2 inches. So I'm going to come here and measure 2 inches towards here, 2 inches, and mark. Can you see? If you do it like this, you will be happy with your result. So I've added 2 inches to this point. So the next thing I'll be doing is to measure so I'll measure what I have here as my waist measurement, like this. I'll measure what I have here and then transfer it to that point. Do you understand? So what I have as my waist measurement is 10.5. Can you see? 10.5 for the front side. I'll just place my hand there and extend this tape towards that 2 inches that I mark here. And this is where my waist measurement is after doing that. Can you see? So instead of here now, this is my waist measurement from here to here. So I'm going to connect with a straight line. I'll connect with a straight line. So this is my waist measurement. Make sure it's equal with the back. So from here now, I'm going to connect to here, from here to here with a straight line. Please pay attention here. You need to get here right. I'll just place my tape like this and connect like so. Can you see what I did? And on this line, on this part, the crotch depth line, I'm going to add 3 inches there. 3 inches, and that is what I have here. Exactly. So this is 3 inches. So this is depending on how big someone is. You can add 2 inches here, 2.5 or 3 inches, depending. So I'm going to add 3 inches here and extend my line, the crotch depth line, to that point. Like this. So can you see? I hope this method is very simple. So now this line is my hip line. I'll just touch that point in order for me to take my curve there. I hope you are following. So I'm going to connect like this. Can you see? So this is my cuff, the crotch cuff for the back side, and this is the crotch cuff for the front side. I hope this method is very simple. If you have any question, just drop it in the comment section. And if you think you don't understand, just watch the video again. I promise you it's very simple. Anybody can do it. So it's actually a beginner friendly kind of tutorial. The next step is to come to the knee line. I'll add 1.5 inches here. And to the ankle line, I'm going to add 1 inch. 1 inch. Now this allowance will cover for the back part of the leg. You know, the leg is always fuller towards the back side. Okay, let me use the hip cuff there. After sewing this trouser, you will definitely like the fitting. So I'm going to cut it out now. Okay, so if you have not given the video a thumbs up, go ahead and do that now before you forget. So I'm going to cut now. So I'm going to trim this. So after cutting, I'm going to add my darts now. So I'll be adding darts for the front and back. For my dart, I'm going to make use of my bust span. That is the distance from one bust to the other. For me, it's 7 inches divided by 2, 3.5 plus half inch for allowance, making it 4. So I'll come to this line. So I'll come to this line. That is minus that allowance, that half inch allowance I added before. So I'll start from here to add my dart. So my dart is 4 inches. So the length of the dart for the front side, I'll make use of 4. And I'll take it half inch on both sides. Half inch here, half inch here, and connect. So this is the front dart. Now for the back dart, this is 4.5. That is plus that half inch. Remember the half inch I added for allowance to the hip line. So instead of 4 inches, I mark 4.5 because of that half inch. So this is the dart point, and I'm going to measure the same 4.5 here, and then the length of the dart is going to be 5 inches for the back side. I'll connect. So this is what I have. This is the back dart and this is the front dart. Like I said, the front one is optional. So I'm going to cut the pocket now. So guys, the next step is for us to draft the zipper fly. For me, the length of my zip is going to be from this point to this point. So let's measure to see. This is 6 inches. That will be the length of the zip. That is where I'll be stopping my zip. Okay, so 6 inches. I will use it to cut out the zipper fly and the zipper shield. I'm going to measure 6 inches like this, and I'll add one extra 1 inch. So I'm measuring 7 inches. Then I mark. So this one is for zipper, for the zipper fly. So the wideness is going to be 2 inches. 2 inches. So I'm going to connect. Can you see? So the next thing I'm going to do is to curve it like this. I'll curve it like this and cut. So for the zipper shield, I'm going to measure. I will measure 7.5. So this one is going to be ½ inch longer than this one. So I'll measure 7.5, and yeah, that will be the length of that one. I'll connect. So this one is going to be 4 inches because I'll fold it. It will be on fold. So by the time I fold it, I will get 2 inches. So I'll connect as well. So I will fold it into 2 like this. Do you understand? So I can just curve this part a little bit. So guys, now we have the trouser pattern and the zipper fly, the zipper fly and the zipper shield. Everything well drafted. I hope you understand this part. I hope you understand this tutorial. So if you want to know how to fix this, the zipper fly and the zipper shield, and also fix the pocket, also attach the band and sew the complete trouser, make sure to turn the notification bell on to be notified when I upload the video of the sewing part of this trouser. Okay? And at this point, if you have not given this video a thumbs up, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up to enable other people see the video as well and benefit from it. And if you still have any question, go ahead and leave it in the comment section. I will attend to it. So guys, please try this out and let me know your results in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, I will see you again. For now, it is bye-bye.